in space.
To begin, let's talk about the latest Falcon Heavy launch for SpaceX, which is the third Falcon Heavy launch so far. This mission, STP-2, had multiple payloads for multiple missions and was essentially a rideshare launch opportunity. There were 24 satellites across 5 different missions from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, or NOAA, NASA, the DoD's research laboratories, and university research projects. As far as some reusability stats, the Falcon Heavy has a recovery rate of 7 of 9, which, if you're a Star Trek Voyager fan, is pretty amazing. The 2 failures have been 2 separate center core rockets. This last launch, the center core was unable to land safely on the drone ship. The 2 side boosters landed successfully and were reused from the previous Falcon Heavy launch, Arabsat 6A. I still have a launch hangover from the first Falcon Heavy night launch. Even though I missed the broadcast live due to the delay, it ended up going past midnight on the East Coast. And I didn't realize it until the next morning when I was wondering why, but at 2:30 in the morning on the East Coast, my cell phone was going bzzz, 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 because every time they launched and had a milestone in the mission, SpaceX would tweet it. So this app that gives me updates, there's at least 24 messages and vibrations for the delivery of all the satellites into orbit, never mind all the other things about the mission. But I can't blame SpaceX for that. I can, however, blame myself for my actual hangover from a wedding, which was amazing and wonderful. Some college friends got married this weekend, but that's on me. That's on me. Just like the notifications on my phone for the night launches. Maybe next time I'll just put on airplane mode or something. The Planetary Society's LightSail 2, a project started by previous president Carl Sagan, Bill Nye is now the current president and helped fund the project with Kickstarter. I was a backer, so I get updates from time to time. Here is a bit from the update after the Falcon Heavy launch. Some 80 minutes after liftoff, LightSail 2's mothership, Prox-1, was successfully deployed. The next benchmark for our mission will come exactly 7 days after initial deployment on July 2nd, the day this will come out, when Prox-1 will deploy LightSail 2. The mission team, which will gather at Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, will then assess the state of the spacecraft in preparation for expected deployment of the solar sails on or about July 7th. So we will keep you updated on the progress of the mission. If you'd like to learn more about Solar Sail 1, the original mission, head over to todayinspace.net and search for Solar Sail to find those episodes. We've talked a lot about that before and talked about the science behind how the LightSail actually works. Rocket Lab's MakeItRain mission also successfully launched. While it was delayed a few times, it all worked out in the end. The New Zealand startup delivered multiple payloads in a rideshare opportunity to orbit, like the Falcon Heavy, but with smaller payloads for a company called Black Sky, a CubeSat for the Melbourne space program, and a pair of Prometheus satellites for the U.S. Special Operations Command. A big congrats to Rocket Lab and Peter Beck. I'm looking forward to the launch complex in Wallops Island in Virginia later this year, where they'll be able to get up to a potential monthly launch rate, which would be very fun.